you're doing well. Jamie here, and I'm just going to give you a quick update on my portfolio, and we're going to stretch out to the 1 year mark here. As you can see, it's currently sat at $8,972. I've invested personally $8,184, and we've had some pretty good highs, a few dips, but recently the market's been looking pretty good. I had a high right there of nearly 16%, so $1,273. Year to date, we are up 9.46%. 3 months, we are up 6.59% or $554. 1 month, $86. The last week, it did take a bit of a hit this week. There's a few stocks that went down. I have a big charge point holding that went down quite a lot. And the last day, we were down just under 1%. So I've got my options contracts here, and this is what I use to bring in monthly and monthly premiums on my stocks. But if we go down to my holdings right now, you can see I currently own 200 shares of NerdWallet, 205 shares of Macy's, 400 shares of ChargePoint, 100 shares of Clean Energy Fuels. Now, if we actually have a look at my total return for these stocks, you can see that NerdWallet, I'm down $755. Macy's up $317. ChargePoint, I'm down $170. Clean Energy Fuels down $22. Now, on Friday, I placed 4 covered calls on ChargePoint because I own 400 shares. I can do 4 covered calls, and I have them to expire next Friday. The strike price on this stock is, if we have a look down here, $9.50. So I did 1 contract there, I got $12, and 3 contracts here for $12 as well. The reason I didn't do all 4 at the same time is because I bought another 45 shares, because previously I had 355, so I rounded up to 400. So I did 300 contracts on the day, bought another 45 shares to make another 100, and then I sold another cover call on ChargePoint. So I made $36 with these 3 contracts and $12 with that. So on Friday I made $48, which is pretty cool. If we go back to the portfolio, now I've started to stretch my my cover calls out a bit further, and I'm going to go over one stock that I sold, and it was Sweetgreen, and I will show you why I'm starting to actually extend out my dates here, because I missed out on a lot of money on Sweetgreen. So Clean Energy Fuels there, I've actually set an expiration date for the 15th of December. I was paid $20 down there to do that trade, and I've actually set the call for $7 because I was originally doing $5 strike prices. My average cost is $5, so I was just going to be making money on the premiums. And I don't want to miss out on any potential gains in the stock price, so I put it up to $7 to expire in December. NerdWallet, I have 2 $15 calls going right now on this stock, and again, just like Clean Energy Fuels, I've pushed this all the way out to the 15th of December as well. NerdWallet, I am down a lot on. I'll just show you how much premium I made for selling these cover calls. So I made $40 per contract there, so I made $80 total, and basically what that means is that I've now got 200 shares of NerdWallet that I'm holding. And if it hits $15 by the 15th of December, I have to sell those shares for $15, which is fine, because if we have a look here, my average cost on NerdWallet is $12.46. So I'll effectively make about $500 on those 2 contracts. It makes up about 20% of my portfolio there. And secondly, I just want to go over ChargePoint. So if we actually have a look at ChargePoint here, I had an average cost previously of about $10.30, I think it was. And I bought another 45 shares in a real good period. I managed to lower my average cost, as you can see here, down to $9.15. So I have 4 cover calls currently going at $9.50. Now this is very close to what I actually paid on my average cost, but I'm not worried about it, because honestly, if it hits $9.50, I'm then going to use all that money and then jump into doing cash secure puts on ChargePoint, because I feel like I could get a better price for that stock. So if we look here, If it sells, there it is. There's my 4 contracts there for $9.50. The current price is $8.72. And if it hits $9.50, that's cool, because then I'll just go to sell puts, push that out a little bit further. And because my average cost right now is $9.15, I could eventually sort of get it down here, maybe $8.50. I could do 4 cash secured puts at $8.50, and if it hits, then I've got 400 shares at $8.50 rather than $9.15, which I currently am sat at. So that's basically the portfolio. And if we jump into the spreadsheet now, I will show you all the trades that I've done. This is just a basic spreadsheet that I put together of all the trades, so I can just keep track of all the premiums and all the sales that I've done. And you can see here that my Clean Energy Fuels, NerdWallet and ChargePoint have all been updated. And this here, the $1,050, is the total amount of money I've made in premium since doing this strategy since early March. And because I've actually sold a couple of stocks here, as you can see, Sweet Green, which I will go over shortly, and Traeger. So altogether I've made $1,471. So if we jump back into the Robinhood portfolio here and we look into Sweet Green, I bought these shares at $6.99 and I sold 3 covered calls at $7.50. As you can now see, the stock is $15.40, so I've missed out on a lot of money there. Nearly $3,000. So what I'm starting to do here now is sell calls a lot further out. So if you can see here, October 20th, and you can see the premiums, the current share price is $15.40. So if I owned 100 shares at $15.40 right now and I stretched it out to October, I could do one for $20 and effectively make nearly another $500. And I would also get paid quite a nice premium of $78 there. So my strategy going forward now is, if I feel that the stock is going to increase a lot in price, I don't want to miss out on that, because before I was just selling covered calls near the current share price, and then if it hits, I could potentially lose out on all the appreciation that I could have made. So for stocks that I believe that are going to go the distance, ChargePoint being one of them, if this hits at $9.50 and I can get in even lower with the cash secure put around $8.50, then I've effectively made a lot more money, because I will then stretch my covered calls a few months out. So I can make some decent premium, and I can also hopefully make all the appreciation that the stock might bring. So there's a run through of my portfolio, transparent as always. If you could do me a huge favor and hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. If not, I'm almost at 400 followers now, 400 subscribers, sorry. So this channel's going somewhere. I enjoy people looking at the content. This is ultimately my way of documenting my journey, and hopefully you guys will have a look at this, see how easy it is to get invested into the stock market and use it as another way of making and generating income, and hopefully become financially independent down the line because of it. So please drop a comment in the comment section as well. I'll try and get back to you all, and hope you all have a great day. Cheers.